This is about a planner that didn't stop working. It just stopped being a planner. And what happened when I let it become something else? This is a Sterling Ink B6, a planner from 2024 with dated months and weeklies. What changed wasn't how I used the notebook, it was what I let it be over time. There was a point where this notebook felt fine, not exciting, but also not wrong. If you've ever had a notebook that didn't quite fit anymore, this might feel familiar. I'm Julie. Welcome to these pages where I follow my life through notebooks, slowly and by hand. When I first started using it, I treated it like a planner. Weeklies in the front, notes in the back. That made sense to me in the beginning. What I didn't realize then was that this quiet phase was the beginning of something else. I've noticed I keep thinking I want a data planner, and then slowly discovering I don't actually want my days to behave like one. This isn't the first notebook where this happened. It's just the most recent place where I noticed it, and probably not the last. Some sections never really took off. I just didn't reach for them. The goals pages and the dated months. Those were never used as a layout suggested. Even the parts I did use gradually got quieter. What I didn't know yet was that this quiet was actually making space for something I'd enjoy much more. What happened after that wasn't dramatic. I didn't decide to stop. It was just a moment where the notebook didn't ask anything from me. Then, at some point, and I really don't remember when, I picked it up again. Not to plan, but I just needed somewhere to put things. I didn't want to organize my life. I just didn't want to lose what was passing through it. Sometimes it was a walk I took, sometimes what I was watching late at night, sometimes a feeling I didn't want to carry alone. Or it could be a travel note or magazine clipping. Just things I didn't want to lose. At first, it felt slightly off, but I continued anyway. And that's where the shift happened. I stopped treating this notebook as a planner. And once that expectation fell away, I started looking forward to opening it. Not to plan anything, but to see what had been left there. Not to check what was coming next, but to see what I'd already lived. Reading it back later, I realize I don't just remember the big things. I remember how my days actually felt. My dad used to say that the ordinary days are the ones worth paying attention to because they're most of our lives. The holidays matter and the big moments too, but they're rare. And if you don't enjoy the in between days, life gets very small very fast. I think that's why I like keeping the everyday things here: walks, TV shows, and small thoughts, because that's where most of my life actually happens. I went back into sections that had been empty before and covered over them, not to fix them, just because that's where the space was. Those monthly pages that had stayed blank for months are full now, not with plans, but with travel ephemera, clippings, and pieces of days. Some of the dated weeklies changed too. They stopped being about schedules and became places to remember things instead. At one point, I even turned the notebook slightly and started writing from another end. This wasn't a statement or a system, it just happened that way. What I like about this notebook now is that it isn't trying to be one thing. There are travel notes next to everyday thoughts. I began making little drawings. At one point, I made sketches. Some of these sketches eventually turned into a traveler's notebook cover. I share that whole process with all my reflections in another video. I'll link it here if you're curious. I started to record bits of memory keeping from weddings, funerals, and daily life. Some are things that mattered for 5 minutes and other things that mattered longer. It's uneven, a bit messy, and that's exactly why it works for me. The pages just hold what I end up putting down when I feel like putting it down. The notebook has empty pages everywhere, but now it feels used, not abandoned. Looking back, I'm glad I didn't force this notebook to stay in the role I originally gave it. Letting it sit unused for a while made room for something else to emerge without me having to plan it. Now it's more like a book of days, a place for memories, an everything notebook that can hold it all, big and small things. I've noticed this kind of shift happen more than once, not just with this notebook. It seems to happen when I stop trying to decide what something is for. I'll come back to that another time. Thank you for being here. And come walk with me into the pages still waiting.